The recent leak of the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailers dropped a massive amount of unorganized footage onto the internet. Instead of reacting to individual frames, we are going to use this blank board to construct a structured analytical blueprint of the entire film. We will build this out in 3 specific steps. First, we map out Peter's new AI and biological tracking upgrades. Second, we trace the origins of the new mutant multiverse threat. And third, we chart the exact 3-phase evolution of Peter's combat style. If you have your own notes, mental timelines, or screenshots from the leaked footage, pull them up now. You're going to need them as we piece this together. Organizing that chaotic, leaked footage into a structured framework allows us to predict the movie's final act and identify specific narrative details in future marketing before they are officially confirmed. Step 1 starts in the first quadrant of our blueprint, Peter's brand new technological loadout. Peter is now engineering his own proprietary solutions from scratch, moving into a phase of independent technical development where he has hardwired his biological spider sense directly into a custom-built artificial intelligence system. Through Peter's upgraded lenses, his AI tracks an invisible entity by monitoring its energy signature jumping between host bodies. While standard government sensors fail to register the target, Peter's biological AI hybrid maintains a consistent lock. Peter's physical strength is impressive, but his independent engineering outperforming massive, well-funded government agencies gives him a tactical advantage when operating outside the oversight of institutional powers. Now we move to our second quadrant, mapping the threat. This puts a specific face to that invisible entity we just tracked, played by Sadie Sink. The prevailing theory points to a massive experiment by Damage Control. They triggered a sonic boom so severe that it tore open a multiverse portal, dragging this potential Jean Grey variant onto Earth 616. This forces Damage Control into a corner, begging Peter for help catching her. But their questionable methods create friction, pushing Peter to ultimately sever ties with them. As for the entity herself, she operates with a distinct motive. She is actively possessing minds and waking up the savage Hulk to force a massive confrontation. All the while, she is trying to identify other mutants by sensing the rapid changes happening within Peter's DNA. A rogue mutant creates chaos, but the institutional hubris of Damage Control treating the multiverse like a sandbox creates a far deeper structural danger. That brings us to the third quadrant, the combat blueprint. Over the course of the film, Peter's fighting style undergoes a rigid 3-stage mutation arc. Phase 1 begins during the Scorpion fight, resulting in a brutal, out-of-control style. Phase 2 hits during the Savage Hulk battle, acting as Peter's emotional breaking point. Phase 3 locks in against the Hand Goons, where Peter finally masters his mutated state. We see this mastery in his execution. Rather than brutally smashing the goons, he actively resists aggressive urges, capturing them instead using elegant, highly controlled web mechanics. He secures the victory through deliberate physical restraint, prioritizing tactical balance over raw force. To complete our board, we anchor the massive sci-fi concepts to the real-world timeline of the supporting cast. We know MJ and Ned are currently in their final semester, and MJ has moved on to a new boyfriend. We also get a look at Ned's theory wall. He has built a dedicated tracker app to monitor Spider-Man's movements and his specific Queen's accent. It operates similarly to the flight trackers used to monitor the movements of private jets. Finally, we see Frank Castle stepping in to provide backup. The Punisher takes on the gritty, street-level vigilante role that fans traditionally expected from Daredevil. Keeping MJ, Ned, and the Punisher heavily involved ensures that, despite wild multiverse mutations, the story remains anchored directly to Peter's street-level reality. And there it is. We have taken a massive, chaotic leak and built a tangible, working roadmap for the film. You can now clearly see how Peter's custom AI tracking directly counters Damage Control's arrogance, and how both of those elements force him toward mastering his new mutation. Keep this framework saved. Use it to verify new information the second an official trailer drops, and spot the details other people miss. Now it's your turn to expand the board. Head down to the comments and let me know where Venom fits into this timeline, or if you caught any extra details hidden on Ned's theory wall. We will use your notes to build out the next iteration of the blueprint.